Good evening. Here is the world news from BGI TV, Baba Gbagede Imo Television. I'm Jubril Munirat. First are the major highlights for the world news. Court stops INEC from ending voters' registration. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu reacts to attack on Tinubu's convoy, reviews next line of action. Again, gunmen kidnap traditional ruler in Plateau State. Man to die by hanging in Ogun State for killing wife's suspected lover. It is time to reject recycled politicians. Ex-NDE boss urges Abia youth. Court steps down Osinachi's husband's case due to multiple counsel. Court remands 30-year-old man over alleged armed robbery in Ibadan. Now to the foreign news. IATA revealed that at $450 million, Nigeria owes 25% of global airlines blocked funds. Finally, the sport news. President Muhammadu Buhari orders NFF to conduct new elections. Now the news in details. Federal High Court in Abuja has stopped the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) from ending voter registration on June 30, 2022. Honorable Justice Mobolaji Olajuwon Court 10 today granted an order of interim injunction following the hearing of an argument on motion ex parte by Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, (SERAP). SERAP and 185 concerned Nigerians had early this month filed a lawsuit against INEC, asking the court to declare unconstitutional, illegal, and incompatible with international standards the failure of the electoral body to extend the deadline for voters' registration to allow eligible Nigerians to exercise their rights. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has ordered an investigation into Sunday's attack on a bus conveying journalists amidst the convoy of ex-Lagos Governor and 2023 APC presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The incident occurred between Ebute-Ero and Adeniji during APC presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's visit to the palace of Oba of Lagos, Oba Ridwan Akiolu. Governor Sanwo-Olu has directed that those involved must be fished out and made to face the law. Besides, the government will pick up the hospital bills of those injured in the incident. Gunmen in the early hours of Monday invaded the palace of the district head of Panyam in the Mangu local government area of Plateau State. His Royal Highness Aminu Dewan had abducted him. It would be recalled that Chief Dewan was among the contestants who sought to be the Mishikagam Mwafu, the paramount ruler of the people, but he lost the contest by a vote to the winner. He was abducted about 5 days after the contest as the armed men stormed his palace in Panyam, shooting sporadically to scare the community members. Hanayetoro High Court in Ogun State sentenced one Adeleke Bara to death by hanging on Monday for shooting and killing one Olaleye Oke, whom he accused of having illicit affairs with one of his 3 wives. The court convicted Bara on a 1-count charge of murder. Delivering judgment, Justice Patricia Oduniyi held that the prosecution had proved its case beyond reasonable doubt that Bara was guilty of the charge. Justice Oduniyi said the offense contravened the Criminal Code of Ogun State. Pioneer Director General of the National Directorate of Employment, Chief Chukwu Wachukwu, has urged youth and women in Abia State to reject recycled politicians in the 2023 elections. The Young Progressives Party, YPP, senatorial flag bearer for Abia Central, who stated this while addressing newsmen in Umuahia, regretted that expired politicians had refused to give way for the younger generation to contribute their quota in governance. Nwachukwu, who had consistently advocated transfer of power to youth, challenged youth and women to rise against chronic politicians who have continued to sit on their future. The alleged culpable homicide suit against Mr. Peter Nwachukwu, husband of the late gospel singer Osinachi, in a Federal Capital Territory High Court on Monday, was stepped down in order for his lawyers to align themselves to represent him. When the matter slated for hearing before Justice Njideka Nwosu Iheme came up, the prosecution counsel Aderonke Imana informed the court that the matter was for hearing and they were ready to proceed. Hey Ogbonna also announced his appearance as watching brief of the nominal compliant. The counsel that represented the defendant during his arraignment, Victor Abakpa, however, prayed the court to adjourn the matter until Tuesday, as another lawyer from a different chamber just informed that he was taking over the case. An Iyaganku Magistrate Court in Ibadan, Oyo State, on Monday, ordered the remand of one Ridwan Lawal, 30, who is facing a charge of armed robbery at the Federal Correctional Center, Ibadan. The defendant, whose residential address was not provided, is standing trial on 2 counts of alleged conspiracy and armed robbery. The magistrate, Mrs. Abimbola Amole Ajimotu, who did not take the defendant's plea for lack of jurisdiction, ordered his remand at the correctional facility. Amole Ajimotu directed the police prosecutor to send the duplicate case file to the Director of Public Prosecutions for legal, Amole Ajimotu directed the police prosecutor to send the duplicate case file to the Director of Public Prosecutions for legal advice. Now to the foreign news. The International Air Transport Association, IATA, has disclosed that airlines' unremitted revenues from Nigeria, known as blocked funds, has risen to $450 million, representing 25% of the total amount of international carriers' funds held back by central banks of many countries. IATA Regional Vice President, Africa and Middle East, Kamil Alawadi, who made this known on Sunday in Doha, Qatar, at the 78th IATA Annual General Meeting and World Air Transport Summit, said airfares charged by international carriers are 3 times higher than what obtains in other countries that do not retain airlines revenues. Alawadi explained that airlines were charging higher fares to Nigeria so they could not make profit from one leg of the trip, as most trips are charged on return tickets. Finally, the sport news. President Muhammadu Buhari on Monday has directed the Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) to immediately commence the process that will lead to holding new elections into its executive committee at the expiration of the current administration in September. The Nigerian president also directed that the instrument of football administration in the country, the NFF status, be amended to include other stakeholders who had hitherto been disfranchised or denied equal representative in the NFF Congress. That was the world news from BGI TV. But before we go, here's a quick recap of our major highlights once again. Court stops INEC from ending voters' registration. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu reacts to attack on Tinubu's convoy, reviews next line of action. Again, gunmen kidnap traditional ruler in Plateau State. Man to die by hanging in Ogun State for killing wife's suspected lover. It is time to reject recycled politicians, ex-NDE boss urges Abia youth. Court steps down Osinachi's husband's case due to multiple counsel. Court remands 30-year-old man over alleged armed robbery in Ibadan. Now to the foreign news. IATA revealed that at $450 million, Nigeria owes 25% of global airlines blocked funds. Finally, the sport news. President Muhammadu Buhari orders NFF to conduct new elections. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media pages. On Facebook, Gbagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. On Instagram, Gbagede Imo _22. On YouTube, Baba Gbagede Imo TV. Kindly click on the red subscribe button, like, comment, and share. For advert placement, please call the number showing on your screen. Thank you for watching. Good evening once again. I'm Munirat Jibril.
Oh, na na na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV. BGI TV, you're one in a million. Oh, na na na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV. BGI TV, you're one in a million.